This video is going to take a look at our accounts payable functions within Master Builder. There's a couple of highlights here that I just want to bring up to you. One is when we set up a vendor, we set up vendors and we can have them in different types. This is really helpful if you use the estimating module in Master Builder or you're doing RFPs for pricing, because you can now pull them by classes. And so in this case, line number 12 here, 21 was just the vendor type. Is S is for subcontract, G is for general engineering. So if we're looking for a general engineering subcontractor, we can just look for vendor type 21s. It's going to give us a list of everybody that's been classified that way. Really is helpful for the estimators. The other thing that we're going to do here within the vendor file is we're going to track is whatever you want. And we've seen people track all kinds of different things, but obviously we track workers' comp, liability insurance, contractors, auto liability. We may track contractor's license. We may track city business licenses if it's called for in the contract. So all of that can be put in here. We can get a warning when we go to pay them, or if this column here, and we really suggest that you have this as a yes, we'll stop the payment within the payment process. So if I go to select checks, when I go to write checks in Master Builder, and I'm just going to run through this real quick, so just let me get to the end here. You'll see that it comes up with a warning that says, yes, we have payables due. These two people have payables outstanding, but we're not going to pay them because their insurance has expired, or their business license is expired, or their driver's license is expired. It's up to you, but one of those items on their list has expired, so it's excluding them from the process. I went through this pretty quickly, but if I go into invoice selection, Master Builder gives you lots of choices here. We can select the vendor. We can pull up a list and just select the vendors we want to pay. If some of you pay by job, where you just got a check from the owner for job 42 and you want to pay all of your subcontractors and vendors for job 42, it's going to pull up all of the open payables for that job, which is really helpful for you, because a lot of systems will not identify the AP to a specific job. It's usually just a vendor. Again, you can see we have our warnings on here for overdue certificates. In this case, we exclude those vendors. If we had entered a invoice for a subcontractor and we had checked the box hold because there's a dispute, it's also going to hold those. We can sort it all kinds of different ways. Everybody has their personal preference, by vendor with job within there, or by job and the vendor is underneath that, or by vendor by invoice. Again, it's up to you how you print this, and that is really nice to have all those different selections. One of the other things within Master Builder, I'm going to go ahead and print this just to give you an idea. If you are in the home building industry and you have to print vouchers for the bank, we also will print the vouchers, and we can usually customize those forms to look the way that you need them to look, or at least provide a form to back up the actual document if you're having to use pre-number. But all of that information is going to be pulled out of the system for each of the vouchers, what project's for, and who the supplier is, along with printing the checks. And obviously 1099s, all of the year-end reporting is done as well. Accounts payable is nothing really that fancy, but very functional. It gives you lots of choices. The other thing I'm going to look at here is one of the reports. If I just go to an aging report, and I want to show you again where Master Builder struts its stuff, so to speak, is I have all of these different agings, but then I have all these choices over here. I can select just a range of vendors or a specific vendor. If I want an aging just for a certain job, I can enter the job number, and then I have a choice of how I'm going to sort it within that report. So one of the things you'll see in Master Builder, lots of choices, especially when it comes to the printing and the reports, to get you the information you need to make sure that you're making the right decisions. Again, I went through accounts payable quickly. It works very well. It does a great job of managing insurance and those items for subcontractors. It handles vouchers. It also handles a lot of other things that I didn't cover. So if payables is a sensitive area for your company or something that you're looking to improve, please call us and we can do a more detailed review of our accounts payable function. Again, thank you for listening.